guys, hey. I'm already sweating. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be telling you guys who's my fave in like a K-pop group, band, show, anything like that, because I feel like you can tell a lot about a person based off who their pick is, and I want you guys to get to know me more. Also, if you guys want to debate and talk about your faves in the comments, I would be so down to know your faves. Like, I have a whole list of things. First on the list, I have &TEAM. They're a J-pop, K-pop group, and I've recently been really like into them. I've been loving watching their edits and like their variety content, and their music is also really good. My favorite song by them right now is Sent to View. I've been listening to that a freaking lot, so yeah, you guys should listen to that. Honestly, it's so hard to pick one out of all of them because they're all so cool. I watched their like the guide to &TEAM video, and I was like, wait, they're all so cool and they're all so talented. But when I first saw this group, I immediately was drawn to Nicholas, because I think in a like boy group, I'm always drawn to the one who I think has the best fashion sense, or like anyone who's more into like the streetwear aesthetic. That's usually who I go for, because I don't know, like I think his outfits are so cool, so that's why I definitely am choosing Nicholas. But while making this list, I did see an edit of EJ, and then I was like, add him on the list too. But then also, this is the reason why I can't choose, because Haruha is so freaking cute. If somebody asked me like who's your favorite, I would probably say Nicholas. Okay, I'm gonna talk about BTS. I got into K-pop really late, so I was never really like a BTS girly. They're talented guys, but I do of course know who BTS is because they're like the big dogs. And of course I love House of Cards though. Okay, no, my first pick is for sure Jungkook. Like, that's for sure. That one edit transition to where everybody was doing the motorcycle trend to Hooligan, and I saw his and I was like, wait, he's so cool. But then also, I saw the clip of him on live watching a YouTube tutorial on how to make good fried chicken. I sent that video to my sister, who doesn't know anything about K-pop. And I was just like, is this not the funniest thing ever? I was literally like giggling because I don't know why that video is just one of my favorite clips, because I was just like, who watches fried chicken YouTube tutorials? I also like V because he's cute. And yeah, and J-Hope. I do like J-Hope's song LV Bag. That song is really good, and I was listening to that a lot. I think last summer. Did it come out last year? I don't remember. Or was it spring? I don't remember. I think last summer I was listening to it a lot. My favorite K-pop girl group. We're gonna talk about aespa. I think you guys already know who my favorite in aespa is, because I think I've talked about her multiple times. Of course, it's Giselle. Like, I love Giselle's aesthetic, her whole vibe. I became a fan of Giselle during the pink hair era. That era was literally like, that was just very eye-opening. That was a very eye-opening era. Of course, love all the aespa girls. I love aespa. Oh my god, we're gonna be talking about ATEEZ. Okay, my fave in ATEEZ honestly changes every time they let out a new album, which is so real. Okay, right now in the bad era, and I'm taking into account the music videos, the dances, the performances. I'm taking into account everything. And I think right now my top three right now are Son, Seonghwa, and Mingi. My top two are always Seonghwa and Son. There's always a third that kind of just interchanges depending on what they're doing. And right now, like, I always will love Seonghwa because I like that he's always been very open about loving gender neutral, androgynous fashion. And I think Seonghwa is one of the best. Like, if you look at a lot of like his outfits, he was always in a very androgynous fashion. Recently, I think he's had a tan in the bad era too. And Seonghwa with the tan is literally like, it's like 1000%. It's the best. Okay, and then Son. I love Son because, oh wait, I can't choose because I just thought about Woo Young. But Son I love because of course we've all seen the bad choreography of him doing the little boom chest pumping thing, because he just has such a smiley, cute personality. Now, Mingi. He's become in like my top three recently, because I really love his part in the choreography where he like puts his hands up and it's like boom. He just looks really good. And LE SSERAFIM Sakura is always gonna be one of my faves because I just love her style, especially in the I let K-pop idols pick my outfit video. Her outfit in that video, I was like, that honestly made me like her even more because she just so, like, her outfit was so cunty. Like, she just looked good. But my second fave, you know, I always liked Yujin. I saw the video of them in the Saki choreography and she was shaking like, I was like, girl was shaking it. She looked good. Honestly, all the LE SSERAFIM girls are so fun to watch. Like, I love watching any content with them in it. Next, P1 Harmony. P1 Harmony, I'm always gonna love Kiho. He's just always has a solid spot in my faves because Kiho is so funny. Like, he's never not making me laugh and he's a great singer, so of course love Kiho. And then after that, I think it's always gonna swap between Intak and Seoul. Because Seoul, I just think like, he's so cute. And then Intak is a good dancer. Seoul is also a really good dancer. I love that clip of him doing the spider thing on the floor. He be eating them dances up. Okay, now we're out of the K-pop group territory and now we're gonna go to shows and movies and bands. Okay, first we have Project MC Squared. Honestly, out of all the Project MC Squared girlies, I freaking love me some Adrienne Adams because I love a very girly, feminine girl. Like, she was just a girly girl to the tens, right? Project MC Squared came out, I was literally like, I actually want to be all of them because me and my sister were obsessed with any sort of like spy show because we wanted to be spies so bad. Like, I thought I was gonna be a spy when I was older. And yeah, but I was obsessed with Adrienne Adams because she was just a cute girly girl and I loved how her personality was just sassy and fun. Like, loved her. In Monster High, I think it's very predictable that my pick was always Draculaura. Well, me and my sister, we always had like designated picks in shows because we used to like play pretend and we would always choose who we were going to be in the show. And I was always Draculaura and she was always Claudine. And I am Draculaura, of course, because I am sensitive and Draculaura is my sensitive goth queen. But when we're going to Monster High and we're talking about the boys, I was always a ride or die for Deuce because he's just so, like, his voice, because Deuce always put up with Cleo's craziness. Not in like, he wouldn't just let her walk all over her. Like, he liked the crazy. Like, he was happy where he was and I loved that energy. Next, we have my all-time favorite show, Winx Club. I literally have watched Winx Club like 50 million times. My fave has always been Flora. I love Flora. Like, I think I'm Flora, but literally my sister's always like, Kiana, you're Misa. Because Misa's a crybaby. I know I'm her, but I like to encapsulate that I'm Flora because I love Flora's like very earthy, down-to-earth energy and very calming presence. I would say I'm a mix of Flora and Misa. I always wanted to like talk to like animals. If I had the ability to talk to animals, I would literally be so happy. And with loving Flora, I freaking loved Helia. When I first watched Helia on the screen, I was like, oh yeah, that's my pick. I think Helia, out of like all of the guys, except for my king that I'm going to mention later, is one of the least problematic. I loved how Helia was very quiet, introverted. I love an introvert and I love a quiet man. I don't remember, I think they did end up breaking up and I don't remember why. And I don't need to remember why because honestly, in my brain, that never existed, so I ignore it. Honorable mention, also one of my faves is Naboo. Naboo was obsessed with Aisha when he first met her. He literally, like, he was the least, the completely least problematic man. He was always about his girl. He was never doing anything crazy. I remember crying when Naboo died and Aisha found out and then she turned to the dark side because honestly, girl, if I get it. I get why she turned that way because the love of her life died. Next, we have H2O. My sister is obsessed with H2O, so I've seen it a bunch of times because we shared a rib together when we were younger and she would always put H2O on. Fave, of course, is Ricky because I will always love a bad B female character. Like, she literally didn't take anything from anyone. Honestly, guys, I really do wish that her and Zach ended up together because I just don't understand. How did he become good for Ricky and then become bad again? Like, I just feel like logically that doesn't make any sense. I feel like they were supposed to end up together and then the writers just got too bored and was like, actually, let's make him bad again. And then he was still, like, he was obsessed with Ricky. Like, I don't get it. Of course, in H2O, we like Lewis because Lewis, even though at times he could be annoying, He was always down for the girls, I feel like. Another boy band, guys. If you don't know any lore, I think the setup for me being a K-pop stan should have been very apparent because I was obsessed with the band pretty much. My favorite was Austin. Honestly, I think the theme is that I do like guys with really long hair. I'm always a sucker for long hair because I just like seeing it in a man bun. In Pretty Little Liars, my favorite was, of course, Miss Hannah. Miss Hannah come to the stage. She was the baddie. Down. I loved Hannah because she was honestly the most, like, her personality was so funny. She was kind of insane, but in the funniest way possible. Like, my favorite part of Hannah was when she slapped Jenna and was like, and this is Hannah, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Like, girl, why are you slapping that blind girl? But I do think Hannah was the second to least problematic. And last but not least, we're gonna talk about Haikyuu. You can kind of tell, of course, I loved Tsukishima. Tsukishima is always my fave because I just love like kind of a quieter character that kind of just sits in the background and then just has a redemption arc that everybody's like, we didn't know that he had it in him. But of course he had it in him because he's always had that dog in him. And because he's a little sassy. He's always butting heads with the other people. And the next, I think, would be Yamaguchi because Yamaguchi is so freaking cute. Like, I love the duo between Suki and Yamaguchi. That's the end of today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little video about me just talking about some of my favorite shows, some of my favorite K-pop groups, and telling you guys about my faves. So you guys can get to know me a little more, and we could just have a little sit-down video where I'm not really doing my makeup. Bye, guys!